Hello and welcome back to New Wave Hockey. I'm your host, Link Dansevich, and today we are back with a new prospect of the week. And this week's prospect of the week is going to be none other than Brampton's Porter Martone. Apologies for not posting for a little bit. I've been sick. I also traveled to Prague, which was super fun. I got this cool magazine for anyone who wants to read it. It's all in Czech. Go over every single team and how they're doing this season in Czech. So I will be translating this at a later date, maybe on a live stream. Just kidding. I don't do that. But let's get to the task at hand. Porter Martone, an excellent prospect, someone that was pretty much consensus top 2 at the beginning of the year, has now fallen a little bit back, and we don't know exactly where he's going to be going come June. So let's talk about Porter Martone. In July and August, he was one of 6 prospects going into this year that I wrote an article on detailing how good of a prospect he is. And honestly, I still feel the same way about a lot of the things that I wrote down in August. Porter Martone is an 06. He's one of the oldest players in this entire draft class. He was drafted into the 2022 OHL draft, and he was drafted 5th overall, ahead of guys like Beckett Seneca, Zane Parekh, and Jet Luchenko. Martone now is a captain for Brampton and has looked excellent in his draft year. However, he's been falling on draft boards. So let's figure out why. Let's look at his skating, shooting, stick handling, passing vision, and IQ, and compete as always. Starting with the skating, this summer I was very critical of Martone's skating ability. I had more of an optimistic tone. I don't have an optimistic tone about his skating now. I have yet to see significant strides in this area to change my opinion on his skating. Though his stride overall has improved, he's not moving his feet, he's not chopping, he still has a tendency to float. It's not great skating overall. Yes, there will be bursts of speed where I'm like, okay, there you go, he's showing it for us. He has the ability to have incredible bursts of speed and blow by an opponent, but those moments are few and far between. From a standstill, his acceleration is extremely hampered, and he looks almost off balance at times. This summer, I outlined 3 things that I wanted to see from Martone skating. 1, I wanted him to extend his stride. He has, more or less. 2, I wanted him to keep moving his feet. He has not done that. And number 3, I wanted him to get more comfortable moving laterally, which, again, he hasn't really improved on. All these things that I've been looking at, Martone, he's not going to be known for his skating, and it's kind of hampered him and put him into a different role than other people would have expected him. So I don't really know if he's going to be able to drive a line because of this issue, and another one that we'll discuss down the line. Moving on to shooting. One of the most surprising aspects of Porter Martone's game, to me, if you were talking to me in August, is the mischaracterization of how he scores goals. I called him a fantastic sniper and was really excited to see him touch 40, maybe even 50 goals, but he may not even hit the 40-goal mark. The vast majority of his shots come from in and around the crease, and 70% of his goals come from around that area too. He doesn't shoot from deep, and when he does, it's usually for rebounds. He does a really quick release, but his shot selection, combined with the role that Brampton has him playing in the OHL, he's not going to be a tremendous goal scorer like I first thought. The vast majority of his shots from outside that area come from the right circle, and he's not really scoring that much from that area. The shot mechanics aren't bad at all. I think he has a really solid shot under him, and if he was able to develop it properly, he could be a really nice sniper, but the iffy shot selection combined with the role that Brampton wants to play, they want to put him as a net front presence, kind of hampers that ability for him and kind of draws me back. Looking at his stick handling, I mean, I've been pretty critical to this point. Porter Martone has unreal stick handling. He has no business being as good a stick handler as he is. It is insane. He keeps the puck in really tight and makes sharp, quick movements that give him more space than his skating ever could. Martone's play with the puck has made him infinitely better due to the competence and poise he shows in that aspect of his game. He's especially adept at beating a goalie one-on-one, favoring a nice dangle to a quick shot when he's all alone. It's really made his game take another step. I would say the stick handling alone has made his passing a lot better than his skating ever could, and has made him more viable on breakouts and more viable on transition than anything else. I would say as of right now, Porter Martone's best ability is his ability to stick handle really, really well. Moving on to his passing vision and IQ, Porter Martone's passing game is one of the most bipolar aspects of his game. At times, he makes some of the best reads that I have ever seen in this draft. They rival James Hagen's Michael Misa type reads. He is brilliant with some of these passes. However, The amazing passes will come at a price. One minute he'll make a great ice length pass for a goal. The other minute he'll get too cute with the puck and just almost give it away and make a terrible pass. Part of the reason why I think he does this is because he tries to do way too much, but his upside as a playmaker is absolutely there. At the time of this recording, Porter Martone has 54 assists in 44 games. So no matter what I say about his passing game, it's working, and his upside as a playmaker is absolutely there. He's going to be a fantastic creator at the next level, but his IQ with the puck varies just like his passing game. Sometimes it's on and he makes an incredible play. The next team completely misses an opportunity and doesn't think enough to change his movements or change his position. I kind of get a little frustrated watching it because I think I see what a great player he could be, but he just is held back by some bad decisions, some bad mistakes. And I think improvements in decision making and improvements in the passing game would go a long way. His off-puck IQ also varies a lot. When Brampton is cycling, he is an absolute menace. He will get to where he needs to be and be the tack and a tic-tac-toe pass. You gotta love the options that he creates, but on the rush, that IQ without the puck is kind of hampered. He will get in the shooting lanes of some of his players. I don't know. I get kind of confused watching him. Looking at the compete, the effort is nothing really too special. Sometimes it's really on, sometimes it's not. Again, we talk about the skating. He'll float, and he will kind of be a little bit lazy on back checks, but in his own defensive zone, along the wall, he will rub you out. He will use his physicality. He will play really, really hard in the offensive zone as well. He will fight for a goal. He will fight really hard at times. Again, it's sometimes on, it's sometimes not. And I want to see more physicality. I want to see more speed. I want to see more effort on these transition plays, but I haven't seen a lot of them yet. And for now, the compete, because of this flip-floppy, wishy-washy nature, is not really special to me. To conclude, Porter Martone is as great of a prospect as he is a confusing one. I think he's going to be pretty successful at the NHL level. I think you're mistaken if you don't think there's a player there. I, for one, for me, Flyers fan here, would love him with Matvei Michkov in Philadelphia. I think he would be a perfect complement to Michkov, and I think he would be a perfect complement to any of the superstars that are on teams that are drafting high. Connor Bedard, Macklin Celebrini. You can make an argument that he would be a great fit in a lot of players' systems just because how well he can play on a line. However, I would argue you're not getting a franchise player here. He is a piece to a line, and he's going to be a great piece to a line, but I don't think he is a line driver per se. Porter Martone will be an excellent player. I think he will feature in a top 6 for a long time in his career, so don't bring him down too much, but you can't ignore what's been going on with his game. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. It took a while for me to get this back. I mean, I've been writing this for a little bit. Again, I've been sick, I've been traveling, I've been doing all of it. Again, I am abroad, I am a student still. I'm going to keep trying to bring these more consistently with more episode ideas. Again, I have a weekly podcast show with NHL Draft Pros and with Mark Dubé over there. Go follow that channel. They have given me a lot of a lot of you guys are here from that podcast, and I really want to thank you because again, I've been getting more and more subscribers every week because of that show, and I haven't really posted in a week or so. So I really appreciate it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Hope you like and subscribe. Hope you stick around for the next one. And I'm your host, LinkedIn Savage, signing off.